Hello again, friends and loyal WulffPack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Beta 3.0. That's right, as you can see right here, we finally got our hands on the Chieftain. Yes, we are going to have a look at this little beauty. Now, before we go and have a look under the hood of this ship, I want to let those of you know who may be unaware just what this ship is. This ship is the second in the line of the dedicated Alliance naval ships, the first being the Type 10 Defender. It's a brand new ship design in the Elite Dangerous universe because the vast majority of the ships flying around in the game right now have been floating around the galaxy of Elite Dangerous for a couple of 100 years at least. So yeah, most of the ships you're flying around in are pretty antiquated. But anyway, let's move on. As you can see, we are having a look on the outside of this ship. It is very distinct considering it has got 4 individual external nacelles, which is twice the amount of most ships in the game already. Any ships that all have nacelles are basically Imperial ships, and they have 2 at the most. Looking at the outside of the ship, you can tell that it is very, very un-federal and extremely un-Imperial. It's kind of a halfway between the two. It does have a good Lakon feel to it, because as you can see on this side of the wings there, that it is actually designed by Lakon Spaceways. Now, I don't know about you guys and girls, but to me, this ship looks like what the keelback always should have been, and what it wakes up in the middle of the night screaming out in anguish because it's had a nightmare of what it should have been, and this is it. It's a very sleek design without being overly Imperial, but it's also nice and angular without being too federal. I really do like the design for this. It stands apart greatly between the 2 other superpowers. Now, going back to the mention of the keelback, unlike the keelback, this ship does not have a fighter bay. So you will not be able to use a ship launch fighter with this ship. I don't think it's a problem because this ship is extremely manoeuvrable and a fighter would just be wasted on this thing. But anyway, that's enough for looking outside of the ship. Let's get inside and see what's under the hood. Here we are in the cockpit and we can have a look around. The cockpit itself isn't that big. It's fairly small, maybe a little bit larger than a Diamondback, but it's spacious enough. It's nowhere near as small as an Eagle. We've got a good view out, though we can see a little bit of the hull over top of the furthest, well, the topmost section of the canopy. But overall, we've got a good view out of this cockpit, well, through the canopy. We don't see anything through the floor like we can with the ASP or the Type 6 or any of the other larger Lakon ships. Speaking of its size, this ship is a medium pad ship, so it's going to be able to land anywhere. Okay, so first of all, we're going to have a look at the core internals. As you can see, we have a Class 6 power plant, Class 6 thrusters, a Class 5 frameshift drive, Class 5 life support, Class 6 power distributor, Class 4 sensors, and a Class 4 fuel tank. And as for standard, it comes with around about 9 light years worth of jump range. Now bear in mind, I have added extra weapons onto this, so that will have decreased slightly. Jumping into the optional internals, we can see that we have 2 Class 5 slots, a Class 4, 2 Class 2s, and 3 Class 4 military compartments. Now, the military compartment, you can only fit hull reinforcements, module reinforcements, and shield cell banks. These are restricted slots. Now, everything else from the Class 2 to the Class 5 here, those are unrestricted, and you can put whatever you want in here. Now, for this video, we are going to leave this as we find it. We will upgrade this in a later video. Next, we're going to have a look at the utility mounts, and this ship does come with 4 utility mounts, 2 either side of the main hull, and 2 on the upper mid section. Now, onto the hard points. What we have is 2 large hard points, 1 medium hard point, and 3 small hard points. So this ship is fairly well armed. What we've done is we've just filled it up with Class 2 and 1 pulse lasers and 2 Class 3 multi-cannons. The standard shebang for when we are testing stock ships. Now bear in mind there is a bit of a bug on the beta server at the moment. These are in fact gimbaled weapons, though they are showing up here as fixed. That is not the case. So just be warned of that right now. Now that's enough of us looking inside the ship. Let's get this thing outside and see how well it manoeuvres. And here we are outside of the station. First things first, as always, we're going to see just how fast this thing accelerates from a standing start. Oh, just listen to that kitten purr. Yes, it definitely has a very throaty growl, doesn't it? Now, as we can see, it accelerates fairly quickly, and its stock cruising speed is 235 meters per second. Now we're going to see just how quickly this thing decelerates. Yeah, it definitely does slow down a little bit. It's a little bit more sluggish on the deceleration and the acceleration. Now, time for a boost start. So far we managed to get to 325 meters per second. Let's see if we can get any better than that. 335, 36. Can we get any better than that? No, seems like 337 actually is our top stock boost speed. And doesn't that boost just sound amazing? Next, let's see just how well this thing pitches. Pulling back. Oh, this thing pitches absolutely amazingly. Pitches very, very well, especially for a stock ship. Not only that, but it stays moving totally forward all the time. There is no drifting and ending up going backwards. But now what I want to see is just how quickly we can get this thing turned around.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Yep, this thing does flip around very quickly with flight assist off. The main issue at the moment is that we still have a stock power distributor. If we upgraded it, we'd be able to boost a lot more frequently than this thing. Another thing I want to show you guys is just how manoeuvrable this thing is in Super Cruise. We're heading over to word A5, and as you can see, let's actually slow this slightly down so that we are the most manoeuvrable. As you can see, this thing spins really quickly. We can do a barrel roll really quickly in Super Cruise. It pitches fairly well, and its yaw isn't terrible either. So it is one of the more manoeuvrable ships in Super Cruise. Now that's it for the manoeuvrability testing. Let's go and get ourselves into a resource extraction site and see how well it does at the pew-pewing. Alrighty, so here we are in a hazardous resource extraction site, and we've got our first target. Targeting the power plant, let's give this a go. I really do like the way that the small and medium hardpoints converge on a target. Oh, looks like we're going to have some issues. Oh no, you're losing hull rather rapidly, aren't you, matey? 2 large hardpoints will do that to you. And there he is, he's gone. Yes, this thing does kill fairly quickly, but when it's stock, its shields obviously leave something to be desired. Looks like Arthur Dent is picking on someone. Let's go give him a hand, shall we? Come on, Arthur, pack it up, pack it in. Let's go home and have a nice cup of tea. No? Alright, fine, they insist on death. And there he goes. Now, normally I wouldn't attack an elite Python in a ship like this right now. But he's a little bit preoccupied, so let's give it a go. Now hopefully he's not going to give us his undivided attention. That would not be fun. But I've got to say, it definitely feels that it's easier to get behind these ships than it used to be. I could be wrong, especially since he's turning on me. No! No, we don't want that to happen. Come on, let's put these two large multi-cannons to work on your power plant. Let's see how you like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't really want to go and take too many of those hits, do we? Yeah, fire your hatch breakers at me, I don't mind. It's not like it's going to do too much to me. My shields, however, may be a problem. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. We should have enough speed to get the hell out of Dodge to start with, until he starts focusing on somebody else. And if you haven't noticed, yes, we've got Victor as our flight computer. Let's make sure these shields can come back up before we start attacking this guy again. We've already got his power plant down fairly low, but like I said, he is elite, so he's going to have a really well-spec'd ship. There we go, his shields are down. Can we regenerate our... No, I don't think we can. Now, I've got to say, the firing arc of the gimbaled weapons on this is really nice. The weapon convergence is also really nice. Now, come on, let's just get him down the last little bit. There you go, his shields, his power plant's down. But now it seems that when you get their power plant down, they don't automatically lose all power. It does also feel like the canopy is extremely fragile. Come on, let's keep out your way. Yes, I know. There we go. There goes the canopy. But we've almost got him. Come on. We don't need atmosphere. We're good. We've almost got him. Look at that. 5%. Yes, we're only 3%. Ah, we've got him. There we go. Look at that. An elite Python. Yeah, now I think it's about time we get back to the station. Don't you? Now, after a quick repair, I want to go and see just how well this thing goes and docks as well.
Okay, Commander. Land on pad 18.
So, we've been assigned pad 18. Right near the back. Here we go. It does drift a little bit when it is completely stock. I'm wondering whether that's going to change when we A-rate this thing. Center up. And there we go. Yep, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, there we go. That is the Alliance Chieftain. I've got to say, it's a very interesting little ship. Even when it is stock, it is manoeuvrable, it has a good amount of firepower, though it can't maintain it for very long when it's stock. Overall, I kind of like the ship. It's, like I said, it's extremely manoeuvrable, and I do like that with my ships. It's got some really good firepower. It's got 2 large hard points, a medium, and 3 smalls. So that opens you up to a good amount of hard point setups. Its internals, whereas they are not the most extensive, they're not that restrictive either. We've got a good power plant, we have good thrusters, and a good frameshift drive. Overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing just how much this ship improves when we A-rate it. So that's what I think about this ship. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Don't forget, you can always let me know how I screwed up, because I know you guys like to do that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. You can also come and join our community on Anara or Discord, links are going to be in the video description. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming, you guys as always have been epic. I will see you soon, and until next time my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shining.